listening to Solihull Radio.
Debbs Donnelly on Solihull Radio.
Hello, I know, I'm on earlier this week. And there's a reason I'm on it. Well, I'm going to be on earlier. I'm going to be on between 5 and 7 for the next 8 weeks. Because... Oh, sorry. Forgive my manners. I hope I find you all well and you haven't done anything silly while I haven't been around. Because there's going to be trouble if you have. I hope you're keeping healthy. I hope nothing untoward has happened to you this week. And it's lovely to have you join me at my cosy little kitchen. I am very, very pleased to have you. I'll just pop the kettle on. Hang on a sec. There you go. Just filled it up. Popping it on. There we go. Anyway, as I was saying, I'm going to be on... Mind you, I'll tell you about the journey here in a minute. I'm going to be on between 5 and 7 for the next 8 weeks. And the reason I'm on between 5 and 7, and after play, I shall be back 6 till 8. The reason I'm on 5 till 7 is because I have to be rehearsals for the play at 7:30. So I need to zoom my way out of here. So what I'm doing is coming here straight from work, straight do my show, zoom out of here, straight to rehearsals, and people are going to think I fell off the face of the earth, but I haven't. I am still here, and I'm still going to bring you my show. And as I said to you before, I'm not going away. What I am doing is actually just trying to balance myself. You have to, don't you? I mean, it's called being a woman, and I'm trying to do everything at once, and I'm enjoying life. So as long as it doesn't kill me or make me ill or whatever, I'm going to do whatever I can to bring you my show. I've spoken to management. They're fine about it, so that's okay. They've been very, very understanding, so I thank you all for that, guys. I really do. But I wouldn't normally do this, but there's two plays have come up that I really want to do, and they just happen to be at the beginning of the year. So, do you know that keeps happening? I don't know what's going on. So what I'm going to try and do is, I've said this before, haven't I? I'm going to try not to do any more acting after this. But I've got to say, if you want to come and see the play, I mean, please do, because I think, well, there's a scene in it that I do that has reduced me to tears twice while trying to do it, and I'm absolutely, I just love her. I love the woman I'm playing. She's a northern lass, but which I obviously aren't, but she's strong. She's a strong woman. I'm a strong woman. I get on with it. Don't matter what you throw at me, I get on with it. Anyway, I know I'm on earlier, but if you'd like to call me, you can phone me on 0121 704 0185, or you can text me on 075 64 30 30 64, or you can email me at studio@solihullradio.com. I'm going to play another track, There's a Touch by the Proclaimers, and then I will tell you about my rather shocking, noticing actually, it was just so funny, as usual. Debbs Donnelly doesn't do anything by half measures, so everything that could go wrong went wrong. But I'm here now, so that's the thing. Anyway, here we go with the Proclaimers. There's a touch.
Sound. There's a touch upon my skin, left when she went back to him. All the rest is gone, she's not around. When I saw her first, it was lust. My friend thought it would burn, then it would end. But I lost my old philosophy. Now I believed in love. Well, the months went by and my love grew strong. Thought she felt the same, that I was wrong. She held my old philosophy. Now I'm destroyed by love. There's a touch upon my lips, left by memory's fingertips. I still hear her voice when there's no sound. There's a touch upon my skin, she went back to him. All the rest is gone, she's not around. Well, I still believe that I would win, 'cause I was a better man than him. She held a new philosophy. Now she believed in love, but the love she felt was not for me. Said she would have to set me free. Now I know there's no philosophy that can't be destroyed by love. There's a touch upon my lips, hey, left by memory's fingertips. I still hear her voice when there's no sound. There's a touch upon my skin, left when she went back to him. All the rest is gone, she's not around.
Debbs Donnelly on Solihull Radio.
Pressed the wrong button again. I'll tell you what, I've had such a... do you know what happened? I was there, just outside Touchwood, and then I thought, I'm a bit earlier today, so I better, see if I can get into Touchwood car park, which I did, which was fine. And then I got to where we have to get the lift up to Solihull Towers, and the lift's out of order. So I had to go... I thought... thought my heart was going to pop out my chest. Had to run up so many flights of stairs just to get the... This is now like... I'm on air at 5. This is now 4:20, and I am panicking because I'm thinking, I've got to put this in, I've got to do this, I've got to do that. And I had to not only go up the stairs, collect the key, and then run down the stairs. So you can imagine, it was quite a... well, I'm sure I didn't look pretty from behind. I mean, I'm sure I don't look pretty from the front, but I'm sure I didn't look pretty from behind. And by the time I got up there, I did what I had to do, and then I had to run all the way back down the stairs again. So, you have had a very close call. I nearly never got ready. But then, you see, I always panic. I always give myself an extra bit of time, because I'm one of them people that goes, I'm never going to get there, I'm not going to do it on time, and everybody's going, you'll be fine. And looking at me like, will she calm down? You'll be fine. So I need somebody who steadies me, don't I? I need a nice, calm person to steady me down. Normally, you see, I kept saying to myself, with the other presenters who were here, they were going, you got loads of time, Deb, you're fine, you're doing okay, please do not panic, you're going to get it all done. I know that. Anyway, what am I bringing you this week? I'm bringing you what's on in Touchwood in Solihull. I'm bringing you some news about Solihull Radio. I am also bringing you some theatre news and my usual stuff that I discuss. Oh, my thoughts at the moment. My then and now section, where I get my artist and play one of their tracks and one of their now tracks. So if they're faded into the past, and then they suddenly have, what do they call it? A reprisal. Is that right? A reprise? Oh, I can't think what the word is. Honestly. I'll tell you what I am going to invest in. And I had Lisa Tarbuck did it last week, and it made me laugh so much. I'm going to get a squeaky toy, and every time I make a mistake, I go into the what's it. So I've tried to bring you a playlist tonight that's a bit different, because the last couple of weeks I've gone over like old tracks. First week was about tracks about my shows, my favourite tracks that I've played over the year that we have been Solihull Radio, and then last week was my favourite tracks from 2018, and now we are well and truly into the new year. I'd like to say that I am going to be not doing any of the backward stuff, because you move forward, that's the best way to be. Anyway, can I just say happy birthday to my 26-year-old daughter? That's what she is today. She won't probably be happy about me saying that, but I wish I was 26. Well, actually, I don't. I don't wish I was 26 again, because youth is wasted on the young. I wish, actually, I'm quite young thinking, and I'm quite happy to be the way I am. So let's carry on the way we are. Anyway, what has happened this week? Let's have a look. So, as I said, I'll be telling you, I'll be doing my show 5 till 7 for the next 8 weeks, because we've started, because it's such a how can I put it, detailed play. It's simple in its design, but it's detailed in its characters, if you know what I mean. It's I've not done a character like this before, and it's quite challenging, and I love the challenge. So see, what I've done was, when my husband passed away, I actually filled my life with so much stuff just to keep myself busy, and it's stuff that I actually, believe it or not, enjoy doing. So I've got my radio, I've got my acting, and I've got various things going on in my life, and I'm loving life right now. There's things that are going to make it better, so I'm going to just carry on as I am. Anyway, my then and now artist of the week is, I seem to have a lot of lightage. Let's just move it up a bit. It's very clever, you know, this radio stuff, because you don't go by, well, you do go partially by the sound, but you also go by the lightage. All them little flashing lights in front of you. Right, okay, so my then and now artist for this week is Paul McCartney. I thought, ooh, who shall I do that's different? So I'm doing Paul of the McCartney, and what I'm doing is one of his tracks when he was with the Beatles, because, sorry, Sir Paul, sorry to say this, but I wasn't very keen on his early stuff when he was with Wings and that, and I like to play stuff that I get a bit of a kick out of. Do you know what I mean? So I'm going to play him some of the one of the tracks that when he was with the Beatles, which I hope you'll enjoy because it's one of my favourite songs, and one of his new tracks from his album, and I can't think what his album's called. I've also got recent news that's just come up on Facebook of who's going to be at the core. So please stay with me. In about 4 minutes, we'll go into adverts, and then we'll be ready. We're just gonna puddle along, as they say. But please carry on listening. Right, I'm gonna actually saying that I'm not playing this one. I just happened to put this on my playlist, but and it wasn't the reason I picked Paul McCartney either, because I picked Paul McCartney last week after I'd finished my show. So that was the reason I did that. But I'm gonna play "If I Fell" by the Beatles. Here we go.
If I fell in love with you, would you promise to be true and help me understand? 'Cause I've been in love before, and I found that love was more than just holding hands. If I give my heart to you, I must be sure from the very start that you would love me more than her. If I trust in you, oh please don't run and hide. If I love you too, oh please don't hurt my pride like her. 'Cause I couldn't stand the pain, and I would be sad if our new love was in vain. So I hope you see that I would love to love you, and that she will cry when she learns we are two. 'Cause I couldn't stand the pain, and I would be sad if our new love was in vain. So I hope you see that I would love to love you, and that she will cry when she learns we are two. If I fell in love with you.
Solihull Radio.
Firstfields is one of the region's most respected law firms with more than 120 years' experience. Winners of the Chamber of Commerce Excellence in Professional Services Award and High Growth Business of the Year Award. We have over 150 experts working across 8 regional offices, all dedicated to finding you real solutions. Get to know us better at firstfields.co.uk.
Solihullradio.com.
Hi there, I'm Joan Smith and I'm passionate about helping businesses grow. I'm an impartial broker working with experts in all areas of business support. I can support your business through different areas, for example, grants, loans, apprenticeships or training or general business advice. Get in touch via gintro.co.uk. Thanks a million.
Parkview in Shirley is a stunning residential development of 27 two-bedroom apartments. Modern, stylish and luxurious, the exceptionally high-quality properties are centrally located and next to the popular high street, with plenty of bars, restaurants and shops, and an enviable view of Shirley Park. Parkview is an ideal home for first-time buyers, as it's supported by the Help to Buy scheme and requires just a 5% deposit. Created to exacting standards, the apartments have allocated parking and cycle storage. With prices starting at £190,000, Parkview is superb value for money. For more information and contact details, visit parkviewshirley.co.uk.
You're listening to Solihull Radio.
Indian Dream on Dove House Parade, Solihull's premier family-run restaurant offering authentic Indian and Bangladeshi cuisine with fresh ingredients and creative chefs. They can provide bespoke dining experiences, eat in or take away. 0121 704 9058.
Debbs Donnelly on Solihull Radio.
Solihull Radio.
Hello, I'm back. Right, okay. I'm not going to go straight into what's on in Touchwood because I need to tell you about a very important event that our lovely fellow presenter Lee Perry is organising, and Solihull Radio will be there. I'm in the process of making myself a posh frock for the do, so, you know, things happen. These things happen. I must remember not to carry on till 8 o'clock, otherwise I'll be thinking... well, I won't tell you what I'll be thinking. Anyway, Lee is organising a fusion... she's the principal of the Dorridge Music School. Oh, yes, we mixing up upper echelons round here, I'll tell you. Anyway, she's organised a fusion of music and dance on Sunday the 7th of April at 7 o'clock at the Symphony Hall in Birmingham. Now, the tickets prices start from... Are you ready? £13.50 is the cheapest ticket, then it's £16 and then £19. And tickets can be purchased from the Dorridge Music School, or you can purchase them direct from the Town Hall or Symphony Hall box office on 0121 345 0603 or at www.thsh.co.uk. This will be subject to additional booking fees. So basically, if you book it at the Dorridge Music School, you won't be charged booking fees. If you book it at the venue itself, you will be charged a booking fee. So it's entirely up to you. If you're flush, if you're feeling a bit, you know, a bit heavier in the money department, then book it via the box office. Either way, book a ticket. That's what I'm saying to you. Right, you can telephone 01564 772 831, which is the Dorridge Music School direct number for any details that you would like to know. Or if you'd like to find anything else, you can email Dorridge Music School at hotmail.com, and I'm sure they'll be glad to help you. So please come along, support us, support Lee, and come and meet us. You can see our faces. You can see what we look like. That'd be lovely. Right, okay. And it's also supporting two charities. It's raising awareness for Sepsis UK and Suki's Canine Rescue Crew. Now, I know that Lee loves her animals, so that is a charity that's close to her heart. So please come along. We'd love to meet you, especially when I've made a posh frock for it all, but there you go. Right, okay, should I see and tell you what's going to happen there, so that you don't think, oh, she's just plugging something because it's a fella presenter. Well, it isn't. Over 300 musicians will perform live on stage in this spectacular variety show. I've had trouble with my teeth all day today. I think I'm going to go to the dentist and get them filed down. Anyway, co-hosted by rock legend Birmingham's own Bev Bevan. You know Bev, personal friend of Solihull Radio, I'd like you to know. Yes, thank you very much. Celebrity artists will always support the charity music event. Performing alongside Dorridge DMS, which is Dorridge Music School, our local star Carl Loxley, the voice, Kyle Passmore from Let It Shine. Let It Shine. Oh, anyway. Jake Maddox, who's a Birmingham singer-songwriter, and opera star Faith Tucker. Multi-award band Soul Kinda Wonderful. Motown legend Angelo Starr and rock legend and patron of Bevan, also flying over from Africa, enjoying the show, are Destiny Africa, the Camperlane Children's Choir. So please be part of it and come along. Right. I feel worn out now I've done that. Anyway, what else is happening? Well, we're celebrating here in Touchwood. We're celebrating... Oh, gosh, just stick my glasses on. Just stick my glasses on the microphone. Right, okay. We are celebrating the Chinese New Year here in Touchwood. I'll be giving you details about that later, because that starts actually on Saturday the 26th of January. I nearly said July then. Right, now next Friday I will not be here because, yes, as I said before, I'm in a play. I'm in a 2-night play with Tony O'Hagan, who's my husband. Now, Tony, bless him, I love him to bits, but he could talk the iron leg off a very chunky donkey, because he does. Oh, he likes a good natter. So, but he is fun to do a play with. So that is my first play. Once I've done those 2 nights, that'll be out the way, and then I'll be well. Anyway, I'm going to be here, whatever you want. So if you'd like to speak to me or request a song or just tell me what you think of me, well, don't tell me what you think of me, because I don't want to be sad. It's Friday. I don't want to be sad. Right, okay. You can call me on 0121 704 0185, or you can text me on 075 64 30 30 64, or you can email me on studio@solihullradio.com and speak to me in person. Debbie Donnelly will speak back. See, I like people to take part. I like people to do whatever. Now, I understand that you may be driving home from work. I've just thought, if I'm here and then straight to rehearsals, when am I going to eat? Might have to stop off at a local hostelry. Not hostelry, not like as in drink. Oh, that's my New Year's thing. I couldn't think. I've decided I might not drink again. Well, I don't drink a lot anyway. I'm not. See, I don't sit at home. You know when women go, "Oh, I'm going home. I need a glass of wine." I'm not one of them women. What I am is, I'm going home. I'm going to have a cup of tea and maybe a biscuit. I know this glamorous lifestyle I lead isn't just. It's making you want to be in show business, isn't it? Oh, talking about wanting to be in show business. If you are interested in being a presenter on Solihull Radio, now hold yourselves. Now, you can actually get in touch with us. I'm going to have a look now and get the details so that I don't give you the wrong information. You can actually get in touch with us, and if you are interested... Now, before you go zooming in and thinking, oh, I'd love to be a radio presenter, we are all volunteers here. We don't get paid for it. So if you're thinking that you're going to get loads of money and suddenly become Sarah Cox or Chris Evans or whatever, things take time. That's all I'm saying to you. I've been doing this, well, not just me. A lot of people have been doing this for 12 months now. Well, just over 12 months. And we're getting bigger and bigger by the second. But what you've got to remember is that we are a cosy little family here. And we do it for the love of it, and we all get on so well, and it's nice. The Solihull Radio team are lovely people, and we want to keep it that way. So, anyway, do you fancy being part of the Solihull Radio family? If you have a passion or an idea for a show, we'd love to know. Simply create... Oh, I'm going to miss this. Continue reading. Simply create a 10-minute audio or video of yourself presenting or talking about something that you love, and send it to us at studio@solihullradio.com. Good luck. Now, when I had my interview... do you know what? I was so naive, wasn't I? I mean, luckily, they were really nice guys. But I got a phone call from from Nick, our Saturday morning presenter. And he said, I didn't hear for a while. And then he said, would you like to come along and have a bit of an interview? Well, it wasn't really an interview. Well, it was a bit of an interview. Have an interview. And he gave me a address of a house. And me... I just went puddling along. I went there and I was like, oh my gosh. And then when I got there, I thought, what am I doing? Going into a house with 3 men? Well, if you'd have gone into the house and seen the 3 men, you knew that I wasn't, in any danger whatsoever, because they're as soft as putty, bless them, a lot of them. But I did put myself in a bit of a situation. So, things have moved on a bit now. We now want a video of you to see what sort of show you would do and what your love is. Now, when I went along for my interview, I said, Nick and Jeff and Duncan said, what sort of show you? I was thinking, oh my gosh, I didn't even think I'd get an interview. I don't know what sort of show. That's what I actually thought. And I started off, and I was going to do a sort of a magazine-y type show, if you like. And then I suddenly thought, well, no, because that's not me. I'm a bit like, I like what I've done. I've created. So when I started, I hadn't got a clue what I was doing. I didn't know what buttons to press. Me and Lee used to look at each other like we were mad, because we were thinking, well, what are we doing here? And as it's evolved over time, I like my little show. I like the way it is. Yeah, I don't have many guests. Really don't have many guests, but when they come on, they say they enjoy coming on here, which is good. But I also want people to listen because they feel comfortable. And that's it. And what you hear on here, well, actually, no. What you hear on here is my little persona, I suppose, if you like. And when I'm not on here, I'm probably slightly different. As Ruth from the management team described it, you become an introvert extrovert. In other words, when you're on air, you're a totally different person. But then when you're on, I'm not much dissimilar to what I am on air. But if you met me. Anyway, you can meet us if you come along to the dance and music, the fusion of dance and music. You can also meet us if you see anybody in a blue hoodie with Solihull Radio written on it. It's a chance, because there's only presenters have got them hoodies and management. So there you go. So that if you come and talk to us, we are definitely one or the other. I am a... Oh, we won't go there, shall we? Chasing Pavements, Adele.
I've made up my mind, don't need to think it over. If I'm wrong, I am right. Don't need to look no further, this ain't last. I know this is love, but if I tell the world, I'll never say enough, 'cause it was not said to you. And that's exactly what I need to do if I end up with you. Should I give up, or should I just keep chasing pavements, even if it leads nowhere? Or would it be a waste, even if I knew my best? Should I leave it there? Should I give up, or should I just keep chasing pavements, even if it leads nowhere? I build myself up and fly around in circles, waiting as my heart drops and my back begins to tingle. Finally, could this be it all? Should I give up, or should I just keep chasing pavements, even if it leads nowhere? Or would it be a waste, even if I knew my best? Should I leave it there? Should I give up, or should I just keep chasing pavements, even if it leads nowhere? Yeah. Should I give up, or should I just keep chasing pavements, even if it leads nowhere? Or would it be a waste? Even if I knew my place, should I leave it there? Should I give up? Or should I just keep on chasing pavements? Should I just keep on chasing pavements? Oh, should I give up? Or should I just keep chasing pavements? Even if it leads nowhere. Or would it be a waste? Even if I knew my place, should I leave it there? Should I give up? Or should I just keep chasing pavements? Even if it leads nowhere.
Right, there you go. A bit of Adele. I like a bit of Adele. Actually, I like Adele very much. I like her voice. I like what she does. So, I know a lot of people say, oh, she was thinking about when she split up with her boyfriend and whatever. But she's married now and she's got a child, hasn't she? So, you know, things definitely move on in life. I don't care what anybody says.
Debbs Donnelly on Solihull Radio.
I had the most peculiar thing happen to me. Well, I'm not going to go into the details of what happened to me the other day, but I will nevertheless, in my thoughts of the moment, regale you with a moment. Now, there isn't a lot going on at this time of year, so I've found out some things that are going on in Touchwood for us. Obviously, the usual restaurants and cinema is open here in Touchwood, so why don't you come along and see new films out for the new year? Oh, I've got to go and use my voucher that somebody bought me for Christmas. Oh, see, there's so many films out there. I don't know what I want to see really, but if anybody can recommend a good film to me. Somebody went to see The Favourite. Somebody I know went to see The Favourite. She said she wasn't sure whether she liked it or not. She wasn't really so that might be one film I could go and see. I'll see how I feel. Anyway, so we have here in Touchwood, we have the theatre, we have various restaurants, and on the 26th of January we will be celebrating the New Year Chinese style, because it is the year of the pig. Now, I personally am a rabbit. Yes, I know. I can hear the dead wood floating and the stunned silence. I'm actually a water rabbit, which means I'm quite artistic, which I am actually, quite artistic and what's that. But I don't know whether we do very well, because I actually think that the Chinese New Year is one of the most accurate. Astrology is one of the most accurate. But then I don't get this astrology business. Because if I'm a Leo and somebody else is a Leo and they say, well, next week you will go out and buy a mattress for your bed because your bed needs a new... Does that mean there's going to be a sudden mattress surge in the country? I think not. Right, I am...
Debbs Donnelly on Solihull Radio.
And we are...
Solihull Radio.
And I will tell you what actually is happening in Solihull this week. Let me go on a minute. It always just rolled up on me. Right, okay. In Touchwood this week, we will be celebrating the Chinese New Year. And there will be a dragon dance to start the celebration on Saturday the 26th of January. And it actually says that it will be between 12 and 5. And this dragon will be weaving its way through Touchwood, spreading good luck and prosperity. Now, I will warn you, don't stand too close, because they do not bang them cymbals. Yes. Fortune cookies will be handed out to passers-by. So if you're walking past and somebody flings a fortune cookie at you, don't take it personally. It's just what they're doing. To passers-by to be cracked open and find out what the next lunar year holds. So, if you have I quite like having a little fortune cookie. They don't say a lot, really, do they? But I quite like having a little fortune cookie. I really do. Anyway, this is weird being on it this time. I quite like my 6 till 8 slot, but never mind. We'll keep going until 7 o'clock. Is that the time? I've forgotten what I said. This is what's throwing me out. It's throwing me out terribly. Yes. Anyway, there are some people who have asked if they can come on my show, which they can do with pleasure. I'm going to get Danny Stone back on. I'm going to get Ricky Olivier back on if he is... Well, I'm going to attempt to, if he doesn't let me down, but he's not coming on till April, so we're all right. But I'm also going to get Father Austin on, who's our local priest for at the Friary in Alton. Now, Father has been asking me for a while to come on now. Now, what I want to get Father Austin on so that I can have a pause for thought with him, because that's what I want. So I don't just want to have a priest on. I want to have an imam on. I want to have a what's a Sikh? Is it a Sikh? Is it a Gurdwara? A religious representative from Gurdwara in the Sikh religion. I'd like to have a vicar on. I'm going to have a priest on, and a rabbi from the synagogue would be lovely. If you'd like to come on and bring me a thought of the moment, that would be absolutely fantastic. You don't even have to come on. If you just want to phone in, it'll only be like the tiniest moment, probably 10 minutes at the most. So you can plan something and then, we'll broadcast it on air. Be lovely. Like Tony rang in last week. Well, you can ring in, and that's it. Okay, what else is happening with this Chinese New Year thing? There will also be coloured lanterns everywhere. And there will also be, there'll be also be 2 wishing trees in the centre. And you can observe the Chinese tradition of tying red ribbons to a special tree and sending personal gratitudes and dreams to the universe with the hope that the wishes will be granted. Oh, sounds very romantic, doesn't it? Kind of thing. Now, it did actually say that the trees will be rooted, I say, in the poplar arcade, and you can write down your wishes and tie them to the trees. So, I'd like a pair of Louis Vuittons and tie it to a tree. Not really. I think the idea is that you put down what you'd like for yourself in the future and what you'd like for your family or your husband or whatever, or your partner, or it's entirely up to your children, anybody who you think's important enough to have to and then they'll be rooted in that poplar arcade, and you can write down your wishes and tie them to the trees. There will be rules to stick to, so I'm assuming that no silliness will prevail, and there will be terms and conditions. So please make note of that. I don't know what the terms and conditions are before you ring me and say, what are the terms and conditions? I've no idea what the terms and conditions are. I can't even think what they may be. There might be things like, you will not write anything rude on your wish, or something like that. So, just be sensible. Right, at 6 o'clock I'm going to give you my thought for the day. Not quite sure what it is yet, but I'm going to do it. Because I like to give you a thought of the moment. Because I had, I'll tell you. I'll tell you what happened. Well, I'm not going to go into too business. As I say, it's a bit personal, and it was it. But something happened to me the other day at work, and it was just really... Well, it wasn't just... It was just... But I'll tell you the feeling it gave me. From now on, the Zac Brown Band. The Greatest Showman Reimagined have brought out an album. Well, it's not reimagined, it's all different artists doing the Greatest Showman songs in their own style. So you've got Pink on there, you've got Panic at the Disco, you've got what's his name? Oh, I can't think what his name is. Anyway, you've got quite a few people on there doing. So I've picked out From Now On by the Zac Brown Band. Now, I don't know from Adam who the Zac Brown Band are. They're probably one of the greatest people you've ever met. I've never known. But anyway, this is the song. It's one of my favourites from the show, actually, from this film.
I saw the sun begin to dim. I felt that winter wind blow cold. A man learns who's there for him when the glitter fades and the walls won't hold. 'Cause from then rubble, what remains can only be what's true. If all was lost, it's more I gained, 'cause it led me back to you. And from now on, these eyes will not be blinded by the light. From now on, what's waited till tomorrow starts tonight. Tonight. And let this promise in me start like an anthem in my heart. From now on, from now on. Drink champagne with kings and queens. The politicians praise my name, but those are someone else's dreams. The pitfalls of the man I became. For years and years I chased their cheers at the crazy speed of always needing more. But when I stop and see you here, I remember who all this was for. From now on, these eyes will not be blinded by the lights. And from now on, what's waited till tomorrow starts tonight. It starts tonight. And let this promise in me start like an anthem in my heart. From now on, from now on, from now on. And we will come back home, and we will come back home, home again. And we will come back home, and we will come back home, home again. And we will come back home, and we will come back home, home again. From now on, these eyes will not be blinded by the lights. And from now on, what's waited till tomorrow starts tonight. It starts tonight. And let this promise in me start like an anthem in my heart. From now on, from now on, from now on. And we will come back home, and we will come back home, home again. And we will come back home, and we will come back home, home again. From now on, from now on, home again.
Right, that was From Now On by the Zac... Oh, what are they called? The Zac Brown... But oh no, stop! Honestly, you think you've pressed something and then it comes back and bites you. Right, now, on Solihull Radio, Nick had a guest on his show last week. Well, I don't know if she actually on, but it was somebody who phoned into the show. and they were discussing transplants. And there is a lady in Solihull who is looking for, she's looking for basically a transplant. She has, let me just check the details of it all, because I don't want to tell you the wrong thing. But either way, speaking personally, as a woman who was married to a man who needed a bone marrow transplant, we were lucky because obviously Sean was Caucasian. But this lady is from, here she is. Right, let's have a look what it says. Let's see what it says about her. This lady is from an Asian background. She's from a and unfortunately there aren't many bone marrow donors in the ethnic, I'm trying to put it so it sounds sensible, in the ethnic community who will transfer. But you can go along. Let me tell you what it's about. Hang on a minute. Let's see if I can get up the internet. So basically, we need your help. Please, what we do. Have you ever heard the story that has affected you deeply but unable to help? That's exactly what we felt this week when we heard the story of Meena Kumari Sharma, who is the mum of twins, Meena. Meena is in urgent need of a stem cell donor following the heartbreaking diagnosis that she's suffering with leukemia. Let's see what else it says. Right, okay. Now, Meena is searching for a potential donor and she's running out of time. Hang on a second. So rather than sit back, we've come up with a plan for how we can help people like Meena that are in desperate need for a stem cell donor. On the 2nd of February, time to be arranged, we'll be holding a Match for Meena Solihull event in central Solihull. A simple cheek swab is all it takes to register as a potential blood stem cell donor. By giving that swab, you will be a life-saving match for someone out there that needs your help. Just maybe you match that Meena and her family are desperately searching for. Right, so you can follow Meena's story on Match for Meena. That's Match and the number 4, and it's Meena. And you can go on a podcast link to Meena's story. Now, I'm not just saying this but I personally have been affected by, as you know, my husband had lymphoma, and he had not did he just have a lymphoma, but he also had a cutaneous involvement, which is skin. Now, my husband did have a transplant, and luckily his brother was his match. So they actually harvested the cells off his brother, and as soon as Sean was clear and was able to have the transplant, they then put the cells into Sean's body. So basically what they do is they wipe out they kill all your cells and anything, because the idea is that by killing all those cells that the cancer cells die as well. Then they get some fresh cells and they restock your body with the fresh cells, and that is the idea, is that you have a spring clean and it puts new cells in your body, and the cells that go into your body are non-cancerous, and that circulates around your body, and eventually anything that's cancerous is gone. And that's the idea of it. So with Meena suffering from leukemia, she needs quite a lot of treatment before she has the transplant, and then she will go in and hopefully there is a donor out there, and replace her cells with the fresh donor cells. It's a fantastic, I thought it was so miraculous that they do that, but that's what they do. And if you're out there, if you are of an ethnic minority and you've never thought, I mean, it depends how strong your feelings are, I suppose, but if you've never thought that about donating, you need to think about it. So come along to that event, and hopefully we might take a swab. All it is, when they say a swab of your cheek, it's basically a long cotton wool bud, and they just rub it on your cheek. And if you're a match, you might be able to save Mina's life, which hopefully you will be able to. Don't be scared. There's nothing to be scared of. There's nothing that they do. It's not invasive at all. So please, it's important that you do it. Have a think. That's all I can say, is just have a think. And if you feel you can, do it. Come along and do what you can. It's important. It's very important. It's close to my heart, and I'm sure there's people out there that it's close to their hearts as well. Now, I know that I lost my husband, but please don't let that put you off. My husband had a very, very rare aggressive cancer that was 1 in a million people have. And to be fair, the hospital he was being treated by had never treated it before, so it was an unknown entity. Leukemia is a totally different ball game to what my husband had, so don't be thinking, well, if I don't go along and I don't do this, there's no point, because there is a point. There is a very, very deep and big point. So please think about it. Think about Mina. Think about her children, and think about her family. They would love your help. Anyway, I'm going to play a new track now from... Well, my daughter told me about this, and it's called Would You Be So Kind? And it's by a lady called Dodie. You know, I like to try you bring you new things. So this is a lady called Dodie. Yeah. D-O-D-I-E. Here we go.
I have a question. It might seem strange. How are your lungs? Are they in pain? 'Cause mine are aching. Think I know why. I kinda like it though. You wanna try? Oh, would you be so kind as to fall in love with me? You see, I'm trying. I know you know that I like you, but that's not enough. So if you will, please fall in love. I think it's only fair. There's gotta be some butterflies somewhere I wanna share. 'Cause I like you, but that's not enough. So if you will, please fall in love with me. Let's write a story. Be in my book. You've gotta join me on my page. At least take a look. Oh, I am at it. You need some time. Let's swap chests today. That might help you decide. Oh, would you be so kind as to fall in love with me? You see, I'm trying. I know you know that I like you, but that's not enough. So if you will, please fall in love. I think it's only fair. There's gotta be some butterflies somewhere I wanna share. 'Cause I like you, but that's not enough. So if you will, please fall in love with me. Do me a favor. Can your heart rate rise a little? Do me a favor. Can your heart rate rise a little? Do me a favor. Can your heart rate rise a little? Do me a favor. Oh, would you be so kind as to fall in love with me? You see, I'm trying. I know you know that I like you, but that's not enough. So if you will, please fall in love. I think it's only fair. There's gotta be some butterflies somewhere I wanna share. 'Cause I like you, but that's not enough. So if you will, please fall in love. Oh, I like you, but that's not enough. So if you will, please fall in love with me.
Excuse me, I do beg your pardon. Keeps catching me unawares. It just does this. I'm sure she does it on purpose. She gives me songs. She goes, Mum, do you want any songs for your show this week? And I go, yes, please. And then She doesn't say, well, it comes to an abrupt end. I'm going to have to check with her next week. I'm going to say to her, tell me if this song comes to an abrupt end. But I quite like that. I thought it was a pretty little song. I thought it was lovely. Absolutely lovely. Right. My thought of the day or the moment. Are you ready? Right. I was at work this week. Now, you all know. Everybody knows where I work, what I do at the evenings. They know who I am and where I go and whatever. And basically, I had a bit of a moment at work this week where I don't know what happened. Anyway, I don't want to go into too much detail because it's personal to me, and I just don't want to go into too much detail. But anyway, so what happened was, this thing happened to me that gave me such positive vibe, but it also made me feel, I don't know, more positive about life. I mean, I have been on and up for a very, very long time now. I'm getting there so much, and I'm enjoying life, and I am trying my best to right, okay. Sorry, I'm just trying to do something while I talk to you. And I'm not going to lie to you. I'm trying to do it very technically, and I don't seem to be succeeding, but I'm getting there. Right, so what happened was, I was at work, and the priest from our church came in and said to me, we were chatting, and he came up to me, and for some reason, don't ask me why he came up to me, I've no idea. And we were talking in various ways, and I had the most weird feeling, and I just felt like I'd had this rush of positivity and not power, but strength that I've never felt before. And it was like somebody was saying to me, you're doing all right, you carry on doing what you're doing really well, and you've moved forward in such a great way that there's no, just carry on in the path you're on. So I came home from work, and I realised that I've done so much, and what I'm trying to say to you all is that it hasn't happened straight away. It hasn't happened. It didn't, like Sean died, then I carried on, got a job, did some acting, got a job on Solihull Radio, carried on doing my normal day job, blah, 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 blah. But it's took me, I mean, Sean will have passed away 4 years this year, and I'm not going to lie, when I lost him, I actually thought that my world was gone. That was it. What do I do with myself? Because when you're a couple, you do everything, well, most things together, and you actually, your life is around each other, isn't it? And I do miss that. I miss that very much. I miss being part of somebody's life, and then being part of my life, and knowing I can pick up a phone and say, you okay? And they go, yeah, okay, I'm fine. But it's something that will come. It's something that will happen, and when it does happen, it's going to be so special. So don't give up. Don't think because something horrible has happened to you or something, you're never going to get out the pit you're in, because you will get out the pit you're in. As I say, it's took me nearly 4 years, but I'm there. And anything else, I just enjoy life now. There are times when I worry. I worry about my daughters. I worry about, what people think of me. I worry about various things. But I do it less. And I don't know whether it's an age thing. As you get older, you just think, oh, well, life's too, you need to be chilled. But it will come. So don't, if you're not coping, go and seek advice and help, because I am no expert. But if you're a strong-willed person and you want to get on in life, keep fighting, keep walking up that hill. You'll get there. I'm going to play Beverly at Night now, because I love this song, just because, and I hope you've understood what I've said. Here we go.
Some people never recognize it, though it's right before their eyes and shines in all its glory.
they never ever see. They choose something that looks just like it, and they make glitter for a time, but gold it'll never be. I guess you never held on to quality, or you would recognize by now something so special, so true, when it's standing right in front of you. I'm gold, babe. Catch me in the slipstream, passing by the fools who just don't know. Pure gold, babe. You're looking at the real thing. If you knew my worth, you wouldn't let go. I'm gold, babe. Catch me in the slipstream, passing by the fools who just don't know. Pure gold, babe. You're looking at the real thing. If you knew my worth, you wouldn't let go. Oh no. Gold lies in rivers undiscovered, hidden from the sight of those who don't know what to look for, and they ain't never gonna find it. Sometimes the value is uncovered, and other times it's cast aside by those who are just unsure. Well, I guess you never held on to quality, or you would recognize by now something so special, so true, when she's standing right in front of you. I'm gold, babe. Catch me in the slipstream, passing by the fools who just don't know. Pure gold, babe. You're looking at the real thing. If you knew my worth, you wouldn't let go. I'm gold, babe. Catch me in the slipstream, passing by the fools who just don't know. Pure gold, babe. You're looking at the real thing. If you knew my worth, you wouldn't let go. 'Cause all the things you failed to see separated you from me. I decide who wins my time and who comes inside, yeah. 'Cause what is true and what is real finds a way of being revealed. I don't have to even try, 'cause I'm certified for you. Go, baby, catch me in the slipstream, passing by the fools who just don't know. Pure gold, babe. You're looking at the real thing. If you knew my worth, you wouldn't let go. I'm gold, babe. Catch me in the slipstream, passing by the fools who just don't know. Pure gold, babe. You're looking at the real thing, and if you knew my worth, you wouldn't let go. Oh no. No, no, no,
Solihull Radio.
Debbs Donnelly on Solihull Radio.
Right, now we've had two serious points. Let's get back to having some fun. Right, okay, so I've told you about the Chinese New Year that's going on in Touchwood. There are also the continuing sales. I know you all surged forward to have a look at what was going on at the beginning of January, and I bet you're sitting there now with your empty purses, but God love you. You need to pop along, have a look what's in the sales. I personally am not a salesperson. I don't think all the sales are on. I go to see what bargains I could get. I don't. But when I came to Solihull the other week, when I was on holiday with my Jess, we actually went into the makeup outlet, which is on Poplar Way, and Popular Arcades rather, not Way. I always say that, Way. Why do I say that? Anyway, we went into the makeup outlet, and I've got to say, they've got some really nice brands at good prices. I'm not naming any, but they've got some really good brands at good prices. So, if you need to top up your makeup, if you like me and use tons of it, no, I don't really. I don't. I'm not a big. I don't think I wear my makeup that heavy, to be fair. But it's worth going along because they've got some really good brands. The lipstick I use for a start and stuff like that, I don't think I can know. Well, there's things like NYX, and there's Barry M, and all the ones you use. Jess got a very nice eyeshadow palette, which should have been something like £20, and she got it for about 8, I think, or 12, something like that. Anyway, either way, it's worth popping along and having a look. So if you just come in from the end where Costa Coffee is on the corner, and then there's the art gallery the other side. I can never remember the name of it, but I wouldn't go in there because I couldn't afford it anyway. And you will see the makeup outlet on the sort of, let's see which way you'll be going. On the right. It will be on the right of you. And then you can carry on walking forward and go and put your wish on the wish tree for the new year. That'd be good, wouldn't it? Right, now, I've already explained to you why I'm going to be on early for the next few weeks. It's all totally thrown me out because it's only 6:10 and I'm thinking it should be 7:10. And exactly next week, I am actually in a play. So I've asked management if they can put one of my old shows on. Apologise for that. I'm sure you want to be really regaled with me twice in a row. There you go. But saying that, you can have a chance at being a presenter yourself if you'd like to try. It's entirely up to you. You just get in touch, do a 10-minute video or presentation of what you'd be like on air or what you'd like to talk about on air, and get in contact with Solihull Radio. No, the studio at solihullradio.com. We'd love to hear from you. Also, you can advertise on Solihull Radio if you'd like to. It's entirely up to you. So you can email that address again and give you details. There is also a chance for you to listen again to us. We're on various listen again. Let me think. We're on Podbean. We're on iTunes. Sorry, I beg your pardon. We're also on. You can catch us on YouTube as well. We're all over the shop. We're not just here. Not just where we are now, right now, where you can listen to us. No, we're not. You can listen to us anywhere. I feel like I sound a bit tired tonight. It's been the first week back, and the first week back is always a trauma, but you get through it, don't you? Well, I think we Brits are the only ones that, like, if you go abroad, what do? They get up really early and do some jobs. Then they go home for the afternoon, have a sleep, and then they start again at night. We're the only ones that go, oh. Anyway, with bad news yesterday from Solihull about a Jaguar Land Rover. Hopefully it won't affect many of our listeners, but if it does, get back on the saddle. I know it's hard when you've lost a job or whatever, but you need to get back in the saddle and go for it again and find something. You never know, this could be the moment you were waiting for, the moment that you do something that you've always wanted to do. You quite often hear that, don't you? People have left, got made redundant, and I don't know what to do with myself, and then they end up doing something they've always wanted to do. So please, don't. I know it's hard. I can't just sit here flippantly saying don't worry and whatever, but try. Okay, here we go. Let's play. Oh, do we need to play anything? I know what I'm going to play. I'm going to do this. Here we go.
Firstfields is one of the region's most respected law firms with more than 120 years' experience. Winners of the Chamber of Commerce Excellence in Professional Services Award and High Growth Business of the Year Award. We have over 150 experts working across 8 regional offices, all dedicated to finding you real solutions. Get to know us better at firstfields.co.uk.
Solihullradio.com.
Hi there, I'm Joan Smith and I'm passionate about helping businesses grow. I'm an impartial broker working with experts in all areas of business support. I can support your business through different areas, for example, grants, loans, apprenticeships or training or general business advice. Get in touch via gintro.co.uk. Thanks a million.
Parkview in Shirley is a stunning residential development of 27 two-bedroom apartments. Modern, stylish and luxurious, the exceptionally high-quality properties are centrally located and next to the popular high street, with plenty of bars, restaurants and shops and an enviable view of Shirley Park. Parkview is an ideal home for first-time buyers as it's supported by the Help to Buy scheme and requires just a 5% deposit. Created to exacting standards, the apartments have allocated parking and cycle storage. With prices starting at £190,000, Parkview is superb value for money. For more information and contact details, visit parkviewshirley.co.uk.
You're listening to Solihull Radio.
Indian Dream on Dove House Parade, Solihull's premier family-run restaurant offering authentic Indian and Bangladeshi cuisine with fresh ingredients and creative chefs. They can provide bespoke dining experiences, eat in or take away. 0121 704 9058.
Solihull Radio.
Right, I am about to launch into... I've got some gossip. Are you ready? You know I normally do the theatre news. Well, I'm going to slip... Excuse the expression. I'm going to slip this one in before I give you this. Guess who's coming to the core? You'll never guess. Come on. Rack your brains. Tall, wavy hair, history buff, does a lot of war history. Dad is a political reporter. Guess. Any clues? It's Dan Snow. You're going to say, who's Dan Snow? Dan Snow is, I'll tell you what, he looks like his dad. He's on quite a few things on the television, one show, and he tends to do a lot of war history, like military history. Anyway, he's coming to the core. Behave yourself, on the 27th of March. And it's going to be an evening recounting his career as a historian and a broadcaster. That would be quite an interesting night, I reckon. But it's entirely up to you. He's quite a humorous man, actually. But he's coming here to touch wood to the core. How wonderful is that? Right, let's see what's happening in the world of... what's going on? Oh, bless. My daughter's just texted me to say thank you for my birthday present, Mum. It's a pleasure, my lovely. Happy birthday to you. I bought her a little piglet because she likes Piglet out of Winnie the Pooh. So me and Jess bought her a piglet charm. Oh, that's what I was going to say. I went into Pandora in Touchwood, and Pandora do all the Disney charms now. And I was umming and ahhing between Piglet and Mrs. Potts. Decisions. I decided to go for Piglet, and she's pleased, so that's good. Don't ask. The less you know, the better you can be afflicted by what goes on at Donnelly Mansions. Right, you can call me on 0121 704 0185 or text on 075 64 30 30 64, or you can email me at the studiosolihullradio.com, at solihullradio.com. I never get that address right. I don't care. I think you could torture me. You could stick red hot needles in my eyes and I'd still get it wrong. It's studio at solihullradio.com. Right. Now, when I leave here, I'm going to do a rehearsal and I've got to start talking like this again. Oh, it's doing me in because I'm playing two women that are northern in two plays. But the trouble with the northern accent is once you get in, you can't get out. It's one of those accents that you sort of lazily go and I've heard myself doing it today. Oh, hello, lovely, how you doing? And I'm thinking, oh, please behave. Oh, and I'll tell you what I've been watching on the telly. Sarah Cox, one of my favourite radio broadcasters, she is doing a show about school, about back in time, school. Do you remember when she did Back in Time with the house? Now she's doing Back in Time with a school. And it's very interesting. And it did take me back a bit to when I was at school. We haven't hit that yet, the 19. But I remember, needless to say, I remember being at school and decimalisation came in. Now, you young uns out there won't even know what that is. You probably might do. And I remember taking in my old money and my teacher get me to hold out my hand with my old money on. And she took my old money and she gave me the new coins that replaced it. And we all sat there because they were really shiny. They were like the shiniest shiny thing you could ever see. And I remember her doing... I'm looking at my hand. I don't know why I'm looking at my hand. Anyway, I remember her doing it. And I remember thinking, wow. And then you saw all the maths lessons were about the new coins and how this worked and how that worked and whatever. And it was very confusing at first. You don't even think about it now, do you? You don't even. So if there's any school memories you have that you'd like to share, call on 0121 704 0185 or text on 075 64 30 30 64 or email studio@solihullradio.com. I actually got it right. I'm feeling rather proud of myself. So now we have Dan Snow landing at the call. Be still my beating heart, because he's very tall. I like tall men. So, yeah. Not that he'd see me. He wouldn't see me sideways in a door. He wouldn't see me in the gap. You know what I'm saying? But it's nice to think that somebody... Ooh, what have I got? Something... Ooh, I've got something stuck to my dress. I'm sat here in the clothes I've had on at work all day, and I'm going actually to rehearsal straight after, and I'm going to be still in the same... Oh, it's not good. I like to go home and have a shower and make myself gorgeous. Well... out of that, but here we go. Right, now I was thinking about my playlist the other day and I thought, oh, this one, and then somebody on Radio 2, God love them, put this one on, so I thought, well, I'll play this for my listeners. And I've got quite a few. I've got about how many more? Oh, I want to do my now and then, don't I? Right, I mean then and now. So what I'm going to do is I am going to play one more track. Then I will go into and we'll play Paul McCartney then. And Paul McCartney now. Right, okay, here we go.
There are times when I feel your love around
go. That was a little bit of a boppy moment, don't you think? You forgot about that one, didn't you? I'd forgot about that one till I heard it the other day. It's quite a nice little track. Anyway, my then and now. This week, my then and now is Paul McCartney. Now, I have decided, I did try and find, well, I didn't try that hard because I didn't overly like, personally, his earlier stuff. But I do like the Beatles stuff. So I thought what I'll do is I will play a Beatles track because he was in the Beatles. And then I will play Come On To Me, one of his newest songs, which I quite like as well. So, this is our Then and Now segment. Gosh, the time is 6:30 already. This is our Then and Now section. And the first song I'm going to play that features Paul McCartney, I won't say is Paul McCartney, is... oh no, it isn't. It's Something by the Beatles. I love this song. So here we go.
Attracts me like no other lover. Something in the way she woos me. I don't want to leave her now. You know I believe in how. Somewhere in her smile she knows I don't need no other lover. Something in her style that shows me I don't want to leave her now. You know I believe in how. You're asking me will my love grow? I don't know, I don't know. You stick around now, it may show. I don't know, I don't something in the way she knows. And all I have to do is think of her. Something in the things she shows me. I don't want to leave her now. You know I believe in how.
Right, that was a bit of Paul McCartney then. And this is a bit of a Paul McCartney moment now. Here we go.
I saw you flash a smile that seemed to me to say you wanted so much more than casual conversation. I swear I caught a look before you turned away. Now I don't see the point resisting your temptation. Did you come on to me? Will I come on to you? If you come on to me, will I come on to you?
Yes, I will. Yes, I will now. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. Yes, I will now.
That was good. That was a good moment in Paul McCartney's time. Me playing his records. Look at me. Anyway, theatre news. I'll tell you what's happening at the core. Well, I've told you one thing that's happening at the core, haven't I? Dan Snow's going to be there. Well, he's tall enough to have snow, actually, on his peak. On the top of his head. He's very tall. Mind you, everybody's tall to me, because I'm only 5 foot anyway, so there you go. Right, okay. What's happening at the core? I'm going to give you 3 things that are happening at the core, and then I'll try to give 3 things a week so that we can... Don't overdo your brain. That's what we like to say. Right, okay. Theatre news. At the core this week, we have on the 18th and the 19th of January, that's a Friday and a Saturday, Go Play Up Your Own End. And it's a concert version of the play. Oh, there's peculiar noises going on. Hold on a minute. Let me just listen. You know, you sit up here sometimes and you hear the most peculiar noises and you think, there's somebody in here. Because I'm here on my own. It's very Luther-esque in here. It's very dark. There could be anybody. Oh, stop it. I'm scaring myself now. Right, okay. What I was saying. There is, on the 18th and 19th of January, Friday and a Saturday, Go Play Up Your Own End, which is a concert version of the play. Now, I don't know what the... Well, actually, I remember something years ago about Go Play Up Your Own End. And I've got a feeling it's the story of the author's life in Birmingham. It's quite a lot of people like authors and that from Birmingham, and writers and song writers and that, aren't there, right now? I think we're getting a bit trendy, us Brummies. I know people hate our accent, and we know that, but it's the one we was born with. We can't do anything about it. I'm sorry. And Julie Walters has done all right out of it, hasn't she? Definitely. And she hasn't changed her accent for no man nor beast. Good on you, Julie. Right, okay. Another thing that is on Wednesday the 30th of January is Gale Force Dance. Now, Gale Force Dance is spelt the Irish way. It's not spelt the English way. It's not Gale as in the wind. It's G-A-E-L Force Dance. And it's on Wednesday the 30th of January. And it's a spectacular mix of traditional and contemporary Irish dance music. I think that would be quite a toe-tapping evening. And I think that it would be good to go along. Even if you do just sit tapping your toe, it would be worth watching, wouldn't it? Oh, gosh, I've never said chiller. The heating's gone off. Anyway, it's a spectacular mix of traditional and contemporary Irish dance music. So if you're into your Irish dance music, well, being married to an Irishman, I was quite into it. He used to say, you like this music? I said, I do. He said, well, I'm from Ireland and I don't know. Well, it's up to you, isn't it? But I like it. It's quite a... In fact, when we got married, we did think about having a shillelagh band at our wedding, but he wouldn't do it. I wanted it, he wouldn't. So if I ever do, which somebody will have to catch me first, get married again, and he happens to be an Irishman, then I will have a shillelagh band at my wedding. But then, you know, we're talking like a million years from now. By the time that happens, I'll probably be all dusty and, you know, a bit like Miss Havisham. Right, okay, on the Friday the 1st and Saturday the 2nd and Friday the 8th and Saturday the 9th. Right, let's get this right. I think this... Oh, gosh, I never wrote what month it was. Oh, Miss Debbie, you are such a wally. Right, okay, let me have a look. Because I just... Either way, I'm losing the plot. I don't know what's going on, but I'm losing the plot. I think I was just so tired when I did my playlist this week that I went, right, let's go on to where we got it from, and I'll tell you what month. Right, at the moment, so it's Friday the 1st of... Let's find out what it is. I would imagine it's February or something, but I just want to check because I don't want to give you the wrong information, because then you say, well, you said it was on at that time. Well, I'm so sorry. Right, here we go. Let's have a look. And I don't want to be told I was wrong or something, so I'm going to... Right, okay. Right, on Friday the 1st and Saturday the 2nd and Friday the 8th and Saturday the 9th of February, thank you very much, I thought it was February, at the Core Theatre, there is Goldilocks and the Three Martians. Well, there you go. If you would like to go and see any of the above shows that I've mentioned, you can contact the Core box office or email the Core. Let's see if I can find the details, because I don't want to just... There we go. Let's have a look. Here we go. Let's just get it up. See, we're working as we do it. Right, okay. It doesn't actually say. Oh. Right, anyway, you can get in touch with the Core. I'm sure if you phone them or whatever, or email, or just put it in on Google, you'll get all the information you require, which would be how you book your tickets. So that's 3 things that are going on the Core. There's Go Play Up Your Own End on the 18th and the 19th of January, which is a Friday and Saturday. There's Gale Force Dance, which is a Wednesday, it's 30th January. Spectacular mix of traditional and contemporary Irish dance music. And then on Friday the 1st, Saturday the 2nd, Friday the 8th and Saturday the 9th of February, there is Goldilocks and the Three Martians. When I come back, I am going to... Well, I read about the Gale Force Dance, and I thought, oh, I'll play a little bit of an Irish tune. Anyway, when I come back, I will tell you what's going on at Hall Green Little Theatre, my second home, where I'm working my socks off. Well, I'm trying to. Here we go.
I took a stroll down the old long walk on the day I met a little girl and we stopped to talk on the Grand South Day. And I asked you, friends, what's a fella to do? 'Cause her hair was black and her eyes were blue. And I knew right then I'd been taking the world down the Solihull prom with a Galway girl.
Oh, I feel better for that moment. I love that song. It's from P.S. I Love You. And you know when he's sitting... Oh, Gerard Butler. Be still my beating heart. When he's sitting on the stage with his guitar and he sings to her and there she is with a pint of Guinness and a little Guinness moustache, which I quite often have done. I'm teetotal now, I've decided. Unless I get carried away with myself. And anything happens and I need to have a good drink, the teetotal thing may go right out the window. I'm hoping nothing does happen to push me over the edge, but you never know. Anyway, that's from P.S. I Love You, and I love that film. And everybody went, because I lost sort of watch it. I quite like it. I love that film. And everybody went, how have you watched that, Deb? When you've lost Sean and stuff. And that's because it's a good film. I love it. I read the book because I'm a big Cecilia Ahern fan. Absolutely love her. And I've had her new book for Christmas called Raw. And that was her first book, and I read it till it fell apart, actually, because I just loved it. So, and then I had to buy a new copy, and then I've just lent it to my daughter, so I better get it back because I'm going to be chasing her uphill and down dale if I don't. Right, okay, so Cecilia Ahern, her new book is, she's she's one of those authors that's quite off the wall. She's looks at life from a very unusual angle. And I'm loving her new one. It's 30 stories about 30 women, and it's called Raw, as in I am woman, hear me roar. That's where she got the title from. And basically, it's little stories. They're only a few pages long about women and what happens. Well, not what happens to them, but what you feel like. So the first one is the woman who forgot her name. Well, it's not the first one, it's about 5 in, but it's a woman who forgot her name. And basically, this woman goes to a restaurant, she's booked a table for 2, and the waiter says to her, what's your name? And she can't remember what her name is. And there are 3 tables there's one that's got nobody sitting at it, and there's one with a lady sitting on her own and a man sitting on his own. So the waiter sends her to the man who thinks she's somebody else. And so she realises that that's sort of not the person she's supposed to be with, but she can't remember whether it is or not. Then she goes to the next table, and the woman's like saying this and saying that, and she can't remember whether she should be there or not. And then he says, well, if you can't give me a name, I don't know where I'm supposed to be. And it turns out the moral of the story, if you like, is that as a woman, you've got so much going. When we jokingly say, I can't even tell you what my name is at the moment, I've got so much going on in my head. Well, that's basically what happened to her. All her thoughts were overloaded and she forgot her name, and that's it. But it ends with the story is the empty table. She sits at the empty table thinking, whoever it is has got to be at this table with me. And somebody comes in and they go, oh, hi, Mum. So she knows she's at the right table then. But it's really, really clever. I love Cecilia Ahern. I love her writing. I'll read her books. Anyway, what's happening at Hall Green Little Theatre? I'm going to tell you now. Right, do you know, I forgot where... I had a really weird moment then. I forgot where I was, and I forgot who I was talking to. And it's just... I'm back in the room now. Back in the room. Let's see who I am.
Solihull Radio.
Right. I think I needed to do that to get myself back on the right track. Right, okay, what's happening at Hall Green Little Theatre at the moment? We have Brave New Words. Now, I won't be here next Friday because I am in Brave New Words. My name's Sheila. I'm married to Jim and we go on a court trip. That's all I'm saying. And if you'd like to come and see us, please get there for about 7 for 7:30 and book yourself a ticket, or you might be able to buy a ticket on door. Either way, come along and see us. It's me and Tony O'Hagan. Mr. and Mrs. Jim and Sheila. Right, okay, Brave New Words. And basically it's a night where we have a new writers club, and they write snippets of plays for whatever subject it is. The subject this year is how plays are made, basically. So our play is showing how you construct a play via a script and how it evolves into something. There's a contemporary one, there's a futuristic one. There's one that's written by one of our youth theatre, which is absolutely phenomenal because they're only young. There is one that is actually improvised, which means you don't know what's going to happen in it. And it could change from night to night. So, there you go. Oh, lights are coming off outside in the corridor. I see when that happens. Roosy laughs at me when that happens. He laughs at me so much. Right, okay. Then, from the 1st to the 9th of February, we have The Arsonists, which has been rehearsed for as we speak. And a spate of fire starts in town, then a sinister stranger arrives. Duh, duh, duh. So that's what's going on. Then I am in between the 1st and the 9th of March. Now, excuse me, but this is the title of the play. It's called Sex Cells. And basically, it's about 4 women who work on a certain type of product customer service line. But it's not about what they sell. Well, it is occasionally. We dip in with things. Oh, excuse the expression. We dip in with certain things as regards what our job is. But the main premise of the play is it's about my life. I'm Janice. I've got 5 children. And I love Jim so much, but I'd like some time on my own with him. That's what it is. Then we have Sylvie, who is French, and her life story. We have Tiffany, who is young, her life story. And we have Lynn, who is older, and her life story. And holding it all together is Mr. C in The Office. And it's so funny. I'm not just joking. It is so funny, but it's touching as well. It's moving. It's lovely. So that's my theatre news for this week. I'm going to play you one more track. I'm going to come back with Solihull Radio News, and then it'll be nearly time for me to go. And then I've got to go and somehow get something to eat and get to rehearsals. But there you go. Right, I'm going to play you now. I'm going to play you another track on my. Oh, sorry. There's a noise. I think it was just something outside. Please let it be something outside. Right, okay, so here we go. I'm going to give you... Oh, which one shall I do? Oh, come on. I'm going to go for this one. Keith Urban, The Fighter.
I know he hurt you, made you scared of love, too scared to love. He didn't deserve you, 'cause your precious heart is a precious heart. He didn't know what he had, and I thank God. Oh, and it's gonna take just a little time, but you're gonna see that I was born to love you. What if I fighter.
you go. There's a little chirpy number from Mr. Kidman. Yes, he is. He's the one that's married to Nicole. Lucky Nicole. Well, I don't know. He's not my type. I'm not particularly into long hair, but there you go. Anyway, what is happening on Solihull Radio next week? Right. So this is Friday night, and I am on 5 till 7 for the next few weeks. It's going to kill me to do this. I know it is, because I can't get my head around it. I prefer 6 till 8, but I'll get used to it. Right, okay, so on, what day is it? On Saturday morning, we have Nick, who is on his Saturday show, 10 till 11, and then from, I don't know whether he's back this week. No, he's not. He's back next week. Right, so then Nick's on 10 till 11 with his Saturday show. Local news and music and whatever else is going on, he'll let you know about it. On Sunday, we have Alex Manners and his children's show, which is on 8 till 10. And our lovely Alex, I think, is on the Undateable soon. He's on the series that's on now. I don't know when he'll be on, but he's not been on yet. Then on Sunday morning, 11 till 1, we have Reevesy. And I've got to say, you need to listen. It is a good show. Good little show he's got there. He does quizzes. You can win yourself a crisp £20 note. And he plays music and chats, has guests and chats. On the afternoon, we have Lee in her Sunday sessions between 4 and 6. So please join Lee with her. I don't know who's on there this week. I haven't looked, to be honest. I think she's got some musical guests this week. It's not Psychic Week, is it? No. Right, then on Monday, we have Natalie in the morning, and we have nobody on Monday night. This is what we're trying to find somebody to enter, because Duncan has now moved down to Devon. Bless him. On Tuesday, we have the Legal Medical Hour with our very own Jeff and his music and chat, and he'll also have an expert in on whatever subject it is this week. Last week it was family law. This week it could be something else. I don't know. Anyway, on Wednesday, no, Matt Edwards has left us. He's not doing his Keep Fit morning show anymore. No, he's gone. His clientele has picked up, because he's a personal trainer in his real life, and his clientele's picked up, so he's left. But good luck to you, Matt. Hope everything goes okay, which would be brilliant. Then we have on the night, what night is it? Wednesday, we have Jake with his Wednesday rock show. Then on Thursday, we have our very own Matt O'Neill with his young and trendy and what Jess and Evie O'Brien like to listen to show. And then on Friday morning, we have Natalie back, and then I will be on 5 till 7 on Fridays until my rehearsals are over and my play is done. So please feel free to join me. I would like to say thank you for letting me into your hearts, your homes and your minds. I have been me, Debbie Donnelly. Please stay safe. I will see you again next week. You have been listening to Solihull Radio. Please keep tuned in with us all week. I'm going to leave you with Say Something, I'm Giving Up on You with Serena Rosa.
Say something, I'm giving up on you. I'll be the one if you want me to. Anywhere I would have followed you. Say something, I'm giving up on you. And I'm feeling so small. It was over my head. I know nothing at all. And I will stumble and fall. I'm still learning to love, just starting to crawl. something, I'm giving up on you. I'm sorry that I couldn't get to you. Anywhere I would have followed you. Say something, I'm giving up on you. And I will swallow my pride. You're the one that I love, and I'm saying goodbye. Say something, I'm giving up on you. And I'm sorry that I couldn't get to you. And anywhere I would have followed you. Oh, say something, I'm giving up on you. Say something, I'm giving up on you. Say something.